Hello and welcome to English 1010 with Professor Bishop. This video is going to walk you through how to use our course calendar, which is a very important feature of the course. So when you first log into our Canvas site, you'll see our home page. You'll have announcements at the top. You should check all of those announcements, so make sure you click on them. You'll also see a little welcome area and three buttons that I've provided here that are essentially some of the information from the left-hand menu, but just the most important pieces. So we have modules, the schedule, and contacting me, because I know that sometimes you might be worried about something and you want to reach out to me, so I wanted the contact me button to be very clearly located for you. And today we're going to focus on the schedule area. So when you click on the schedule, it's going to open up a Google Doc. A couple quick tips about Google Docs. If you are using a Google Doc on your phone or on your computer, you should be able to see this little outline here that'll help you jump to specific areas of the Google Doc. Another quick tip, if you're on your phone and you open a Google Doc, it's usually formatted better if you turn your phone sideways so that you're holding it long ways. But once you're looking at a Google Doc, it works just like any other document. You can scroll through it. And of course, if you know you're looking for what's due on October 6th, you could find October 6th on the menu and skip down to it. And it'll take you to October 6th on the calendar. But let's look at how you will identify what is due on any particular day. So I have a how to use the schedule summary here, but I'll also walk you through it. You have items due Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Sometimes students, their initial reaction to this is, oh, but I work on Tuesdays, so I can't do all of this work on Tuesday. You don't have to. You could do it on Monday, as long as you do it by Tuesday, the 23rd, so you can see these dates are the three dates that correspond to Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. As long as it's done by Tuesday the 23rd, that's fine. You don't have to be actually turning this in on Tuesday. That's just the deadline for when it should be turned in. So let's say you're looking for what is due on Tuesday, October 23rd. You have three items to do. You can see 3 bullet points. Only one of these items is highlighted purple. That means that only one of these items is graded. However, you'll notice that without doing the ungraded activities, so without reading through the Project Zero materials and without focusing on the how this online course works and the syllabus, you won't be able to complete reading check 1. So sometimes students try to skip the ungraded, unhighlighted activities and just jump to the graded one. But if you do that, you're going to miss out on the stuff that actually helps you complete the graded part. So make sure you do each assignment. So for Tuesday, these would be the 3 items that you have to do. And if you go into our course, into our Canvas course, you'll see that the items are all available in modules. So we'll toggle back and forth a little bit. The schedule says, go to Project Zero course overview and read through the materials. So you will go to Project Zero course overview and you will read through all of these materials. Focusing on, so let's see what the schedule says, focusing on how this online course works and syllabus and schedule. So these are the 2 most important areas for you to focus on. So you will open up each of these items. Some of them will be built right into the page. And then you can either go to the next item by clicking next, or you can go back in your browser and go to the next item. And other things will direct you to an external website. So for example, our textbook is a link to a Google Doc. So the Google Doc is available there. But you want to make sure you read through all of those materials as the calendar instructions tell you to do. So once you've read through all of these materials, let's see what's next on our schedule. now we want to complete RC1. Our key up here tells us that is a reading check. So we will go in here and RC1 is here. So you'll notice that I put items in the modules in the exact same order as they appear in the calendar. So once we've done Tuesday's work, where we read all of these documents and we completed this quiz, which you'll just open and you'll click, make sure you read the instructions, and then you'll click when you're ready to take it. But once we've done all of that and we move on, you'll see that the schedule says End Project 0 module. That means in our course, we have completed this first module. So this thing that I can hide and unhide is a module. So I would hide it when I'm done with it, just so that the current module is the top module on your page. And then you'll get started there. So the schedule says, first you will read the Project 1 outcomes. Then you will read 3 essays from Bad Ideas About Writing. And then you will complete Discussion Board 1. Those items appear in the exact same order in the module. Project 1 outcomes. Bad Ideas About Writing, when you click on it, it'll tell you the options for you to read 3 articles from it. And then completing Discussion Board 1. And when you click on that, it'll take you to Discussion Board 1 and you'll read the instructions and complete it. So the course schedule will match the order that things are listed, will match the order that things appear in the module. So what the course schedule does is tells you what day everything is due. Now, some students might think, why do I need to use the course schedule when Canvas has a built-in to-do area? So I'll show you that. In Canvas, you have this to-do area, which is really nice, but it doesn't include everything. It doesn't tell you the ungraded things that you have to do, which means that if you just went in and dove into reading check 1, you wouldn't have completed the things to prepare for it. If you just dive right into Essay 1 article response submission, you won't have worked through a lot of smaller activities that will help us get to Essay 1 article response submission. So unfortunately, Canvas only includes graded activities, and it doesn't even include all graded activities. So something like a discussion board, if we look at the schedule, it has 2 due dates. So on Thursday, the 25th, you'll complete your Discussion Board 1 initial post. But then on Sunday, the 28th, you'll complete your Discussion Board 1 responses. I can't assign 2 due dates to something in Canvas. So instead of assigning it just 1 due date and you think, okay, now it's done, I just didn't assign it a due date in Canvas so that you'll have to use this calendar. Now, hopefully one day Canvas will let me assign something to due dates so that I can make it more clear to students, but for now I can't. So because your initial post and your peer responses are due on separate days, I can't do it that way, so you have to use the calendar. This is why I recommend that you ignore the to-do area and instead you just use the calendar, because if you're just using the to-do area, you're going to miss discussion boards and peer reviews, which have 2 due dates, so I wasn't able to assign them due dates in Canvas. But if you work through the calendar, that also helps you see visually what days you maybe have a little bit more work than other days. So you can see on this day, it looks like you have a lot of work. So on September 1st, you need to plan for quite a bit of work. Posting outlines can be a lot of work. So even though it only looks like 1 item, it's helpful to know that on September 6th, you might need to carve out some time to be able to post an outline. But then you'll come upon bold items. Those are your big projects, the projects that are worth at least 100 points. And I try to make them bold so that you can see, if you're just looking through the calendar, you could kind of plan out days when really big projects that are worth a lot of your grade will be submitted. So that's how you use our course schedule or our course calendar. Just keep in mind that the Canvas to-do list is not complete and that everything you do on the course calendar will have you working through some of these course modules throughout the semester. So pair them together. You can keep the link to this So if you save the link as a bookmark, you'll always see any updates because it's a Google Doc, and you'll always be able to access it. You can print it if you're a person who likes to print things, or you could even save it to your own Google Docs or download it. Now, if you are not signed in, you have to sign in before you can make a copy, but if you want to save it to your Google Docs, you can do that. I would recommend, though, saving a link. That way, if I update anything, you have it. But also keep in mind that in our course, you can get to the calendar very quickly from our course homepage by clicking Schedule, or by going to Syllabus, where I also have links to the syllabus and the schedule there for you. So when you click on the little icon, it will take you right to our course calendar. Okay? If you have any questions about the calendar, please let me know before we get started, because the calendar is a very important component of the class. But I think we're going to have a great semester together. So I look forward to reading your introductory posts and learning a little bit more about you through your writing.